Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in the sands of time, beneath the serene smile of the Buddha? Beyond the teachings of mindfulness, compassion, and liberation, what hidden stories shaped Buddhism's path through the centuries? Buddhism, as we know it today, stands as one of humanity's greatest spiritual treasures. Yet, like a river carving through stone, its journey has been anything but simple. Behind its message of peace lies a history of struggle, transformation, and perseverance, a story that is both inspiring and profound. Let us begin at the source, over 2,500 years ago, in the ancient city of Kapilavastu. Here, Siddhartha Gautama was born into a life of luxury, shielded from the harsh realities of the world. But destiny had other plans. At the age of 29, Siddhartha stepped away from his royal life in search of something greater. Imagine the courage it took to leave behind comfort and certainty to embark on a path of unknowns. This great renunciation wasn't just a personal choice. It was a revolutionary act against the materialism and caste-bound orthodoxy of his time. But here's a secret many overlook. The Buddha's journey to enlightenment wasn't a solitary endeavor. It was shaped by teachers, encounters, and even failures. He studied under great sages, mastered their practices, and then abandoned them when they fell short of the truth he sought. He pushed his body to the brink through asceticism, only to realize that neither extreme indulgence nor extreme deprivation could lead to liberation. This middle way, born of his personal struggle, became the cornerstone of his teachings. When Siddhartha became the Buddha, the awakened one, under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, his enlightenment marked the birth of a movement. But here's another hidden truth. The Buddha's teachings almost disappeared before they could spread. After his enlightenment, the Buddha hesitated to teach, doubting whether anyone could grasp the profound truth he had realized. It was only through the divine intervention of Brahma Sahampati that he decided to share his wisdom. From that moment, the Sangha, the community of monks and nuns, was born. But even then, the spread of Buddhism wasn't smooth. The Buddha and his disciples faced resistance from rival spiritual leaders, political rulers, and even his own family. His cousin Devadatta, in particular, became one of his fiercest opponents, attempting to split the Sangha and even plotting to harm the Buddha. Yet, the Buddha's unwavering compassion and wisdom triumphed over all opposition. As we fast forward through history, we encounter one of Buddhism's most pivotal moments, the reign of Emperor Ashoka. Once a ruthless conqueror responsible for the massacre of thousands, Ashoka underwent a profound transformation after witnessing the horrors of war. Inspired by the Buddha's teachings, he embraced the Dharma and became its greatest patron. Ashoka's story is a testament to the transformative power of Buddhism. But Ashoka's contributions went beyond personal transformation. He built stupas, monasteries, and sent missionaries as far as Greece and Sri Lanka, ensuring the survival of Buddhism across borders. Yet, few know the deeper truth. Ashoka's efforts weren't just acts of devotion. They were a deliberate strategy to preserve the Dharma in the face of time's inevitable decay. As Buddhism spread beyond India, it adapted to new cultures, languages, and philosophies. In China, it blended with Taoism and Confucianism, giving rise to Zen Buddhism. In Tibet, it absorbed indigenous Bon traditions, creating a unique synthesis of practices. But these adaptations didn't come without sacrifice. Monks risked their lives to carry manuscripts across the perilous Silk Road. Entire communities protected Buddhist texts during invasions, hiding them in caves and monasteries to preserve the teachings for future generations. And what about the forgotten stories? The hidden struggles of ordinary practitioners who ensured Buddhism's survival. In India, Buddhism faced near extinction as political and religious dynamics shifted. It was the resilience of monks, nuns, and lay followers in other parts of Asia that kept the Dharma alive. Even in modern times, during colonization and political upheavals, Buddhism has faced suppression, destruction of sacred sites, and the persecution of its followers. Yet, the Dharma endures. How? Perhaps the greatest secret of Buddhism lies not in its history, but in its essence. It is a tradition that doesn't seek to dominate, but to liberate. Its power lies in its quiet revolution, the way it transforms individuals from within. The Buddha's teachings do not demand allegiance. They invite reflection. They do not impose. They inspire. Today, as we reflect on the hidden stories of Buddhism's journey, let us remember this. Buddhism's history is not merely a timeline of events. It is a living testament to the human capacity for wisdom, compassion, and resilience. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, truth has a way of enduring. So I leave you with these questions. What can we learn from these untold stories? How can we, in our own lives, carry forward the light of the Buddha's teachings? And, perhaps most importantly, how can we embody the timeless truth that no matter how turbulent the journey, peace and liberation are always within reach?